Howdy howdy, my name is John, and this video is the Divine Comedy Reader Tag. This tag was created by Tom L.A. Books. I was tagged both by Tom and by Ian at BNB Books. I'll provide links to the channels and videos in the description below. Prompt number one of your favorite books featuring a master-pupil relationship between two of the main characters. I haven't had a chance to talk about this series yet. This is the Myth series by Robert Asprin. And this book's actually the fourth book in the series, and it's actually the only book that I've read in the series. In this series, a young magician by the name of Skeeve is tutored by a demon named Az. And in this particular novel, Az has to deal with the fact that Skeeve has enough knowledge that he doesn't necessarily need Az around anymore. And if you like humor in your novels, I think this is one you should give a try. Prompt number two, a book that fired up your visual imagination more than others. For this one, I'm going to have to go with Ogre by Piers Anthony. This is the fifth book in the DANTE series, but it's actually the first one that I read. And really, it's the first adult fantasy book that I read. And this book is really what got me into fantasy and science fiction. Prompt number three, a book you read with such graphic and horrific descriptions that you will never forget them. It's been a long time ago that I read Lord of the Rings by William Golding. Prompt number four, what book that's not been adapted for cinema would you make into a movie or TV series if you were a producer with unlimited financial means? Now, the obvious answer for me would be the DANTE series. And while I definitely would like to see that adapted into either a series of movies or a TV series, it's not actually my answer for this prompt. For this prompt, I'm going to go with the World War series by Harry Turtledove. This is set in an alternate universe where aliens invade during World War II. You follow multiple theaters of the war with characters from really every major civilization that fought in the war, plus you've got aliens. This series is epic in scope, and I really would like to see it get the Game of Thrones HBO treatment, except with a better final season. Your favorite book by a pre-Christian philosopher or a book about ancient Greece that you liked. Honestly, it's difficult to go against the classic Mythology by Edith Hamilton. Prompt number six, a book of any genre with a love story that you particularly liked as part of the central plot or not. For this, I'm going to go with The Last Babylon by Pat Frank. This takes place in Central Florida in a world where all of the major cities in the U.S. have been destroyed by the Soviet Union and nuclear weapons. The main character in this novel is Randy Bragg, and he has a romance with a woman named Liv McGovern. Prompt number seven, name a book you loved, any genre, whose protagonist leads a group of people to follow his or her courage and ambition into an adventure. For this one, I'm going to have to pick Watership Down by Richard Adams. If you're not familiar with this book, it is about a rabbit named Hazel whose brother has a terrible vision about the coming destruction of their homeland. Hazel manages to round up several other rabbits, and they go and search for a new home. This really is one of the best novels that I've ever read, and if you've never read it, I highly encourage you to do so. Prompt number eight, what is your favorite poetry books in translation? I don't really have an answer for this one because, first of all, I don't read a lot of poetry in any language, and so I don't read English poetry, and I'm definitely not going to read a lot of poetry written in another language translated to English. Prompt number nine, tag someone. First person I'm going to tag is Jeremy Fee. Jeremy's probably already been tagged to do this by many other people, but I've not seen it on his channel yet, so hopefully Jeremy will give this set of questions a shot. The next person I'm going to tag is Beth Ann. I'm most curious to see which of the questions she works Dragonlance into. Lastly, I want to tag Manda May. She's a fairly new booktuber, and I'm interested to see her answers to these questions. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.